Hi everyone, welcome back to CG11. I'm back with another video. So today I'm going to be making my predictions for the WWE Payback new pay-per-view premium live event. And it's actually shaping up to be pretty interesting, I'm not going to lie. So let's look at some of the matches and some of the possible outcomes. Alright, so first of all, I want to say that this poster over here looks really cool. I like the whole black and white theme that they had and the whole little bit of purple on the bottom right. That really fits the Judgment Day well. It's a great poster, one of the best ones of this year in my opinion. It just looks sick, honestly. It looks awesome. Everyone in this, all four of these people, have their own role. And just by a poster, you can tell, like, wow, these guys are cool, you know? So we got the Grayson Waller effect, mate, with the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Yeah, so Cody Rhodes is my favorite guy in WWE. And Grayson Waller is another guy who I like a lot. I think WWE is pretty high on him, with the way they're making him see legends, Hall of Famers, top guys, left to right. It's crazy, honestly. And, yeah, I mean, I think he's great on the mic, great in the ring. Nice overall. As a wrestler, I think he's pretty cool. I think they are high on him for future championships and stuff. But, yeah, this is going to be a funny, cool segment, you know. Cody Rhodes getting annoyed by Grayson Waller. Kind of like how we saw with Dominic Mysterio and Cody Rhodes. But yeah, it's just going to be something short, just like a little bit of a filler, I'd say. So now let's go on to our matches. Alright, first of all, we've got Rey Mysterio versus Austin Theory. So first of all, I'm going to tell you this much. Rey Mysterio is going to retain here because Austin Theory lost his title after 200-something days on a random episode of SmackDown. That means that WWE just wanted to take the title off of him because they just wanted to take the title off of him. That Santos Escobar injury thing was just to get the fans to, like, cheer for him a little bit. I don't know if it worked or not, because I guess we'll see this Friday when he's working with Rey Mysterio. But yeah, honestly, they made the right decision making Rey Mysterio the champion. But it's all obvious that Santos Escobar eventually will take this title from Rey Mysterio, whether he turns heel or face. I think Rey Mysterio loses that title at Survivor Series. But whatever happens, Austin Theory is not winning. Now let's go on to the next match, which is going to be for the Tag Team Championships. So now, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus the Judgment Day. So this match we've seen for the past 3-something months with Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, even got Shinsuke Nakamura in there. Yeah, we've got all kinds of people from Raw facing against the Judgment Day, and never on pay-per-view. So finally, putting a possible end to this feud, and I think Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens are going to win no matter what. But this match is going to be really boring until they added the stipulation. Because look, we've seen this thing happen so many times on Raw. We already know what's going to happen. And even if we don't know what's going to happen, still, we've seen this type of match already for the past 3 months. So yeah, adding a stipulation here was nice. And honestly, I think Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens retained because of the fact they haven't faced anyone credible except for the Usos on pay-per-view. And now the Judgment Day, right? But like, well, in the whole reign, honestly, who's the other opponent they faced? Pretty deadly. Like, that's it, right? So, yeah, it's not going to do justice to a team that beat the greatest tag team champions of all time. The only team that was worthy of beating the Usos. It's not going to do them justice to get them to lose after a title reign that was long. And I mean, started at WrestleMania, right? It's been like 4 months. But a title reign that was so forgettable and underwhelming. Especially because of injuries. But, like, yeah, you see, I just think it's not fair to Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Let them cook. Make them have a storyline with whoever you want. Imperium, I think, would be a nice one. And have something, maybe a title swap then. But there's no reason to change the titles here. If they do, I would think it makes sense because the Judgment Day is, I think, about to end up like the Bloodline, going stale. And we don't want that. So, again, though, it depends. Because Priest still does have to cash in with the Money in the Bank, right? So, I think Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn will retain for now. Alright, so next match we got is Becky Lynch versus Trish Stratus in a steel cage. First of all, that match they had on Raw where they went like outside the ring, double count out. I think that was pretty nice, honestly. I think that was a good match. I don't know how other people felt about it, but I think it was a nice match. Now, a steel cage is pretty restricted, but I will say Becky Lynch just had a banger match against Zoe Stark on Raw yesterday. Main event, falls count anywhere. That was a banger. So yeah, I think this match is going to be one of the weaker matches on the card. Nonetheless, but I think Becky Lynch gets the win here. It's going to be in a steel cage. I have higher expectations than I did for the Night of Champions match. Alright, now we got Raquel Rodriguez versus Rhea Ripley. Two powerhouses. A feud with a little bit of a build too, we've had this build for about a month or so, right? So she seems like a dominant competitor, but the same thing with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. I think that Rhea Ripley will retain because of the fact that she hasn't really got a chance to face anyone like that could be a major threat, right? And I think that's why someone who won the championship at WrestleMania, especially someone who's meant to be the most powerful person in WWE right now, powerful in the women's division, I think it's not time to make her lose the title yet. If they do, though, that would be something cool to see how Raquel does as champion. But yeah, I think Rhea Ripley's going to retain just because she hasn't really had any storylines, and I think they've realized this, and they're going to work their way on some storylines soon. Alright, now we got The Miz versus L.A. Knight. Yeah, the A-lister versus the megastar. So yeah, L.A. Knight's winning this match. This was just a test for him on the mic. And yeah, honestly, I'll say this much. Miz and L.A. Knight went face-to-face one time on the mic, and everyone said L.A. Knight's been buried. He said Miz's toilet's going down the career. First of all, I think L.A. Knight handled that situation perfectly. He stumbled, stuttered, but then after that, fixed it perfectly and made his point like a champ. And honestly, I'm going to say, I wish I was that cool like L.A. Knight to save myself from stuttering and sounding weird and then just completely sounding cool, like without even making it noticeable almost. So yeah, L.A. Knight could have sounded cool saying, your toilet is going down your career, and he would still sound cool, right? I wish I was like that, but unfortunately I'm not. Anyways, L.A. Knight's winning this match, and that promo tribute to Bray, and then switching it up to a feud with The Miz, like calling Miz out, right? That was all right there. I think L.A. Knight passed this test right there. If you didn't respect him on the mic, you think, okay, he's not that good on the mic, he has a catchphrase, that's it. I think that right there should have changed your perspective. That tribute to Bray, and then that promo to Miz before that match versus Finn Balor. And then winning against Finn Balor makes him basically a main event type guy. That makes him a real deal. And I'll make a whole video about how you could make him the WWE champion. But yeah, L.A. Knight, L.A. Knight's gonna win. And then the final match, Shinsuke Nakamura versus Seth Rollins, the main event for the World Heavyweight Championship. First of all, I'm going to tell y'all this much. Seth Rollins is winning this, but I will say this much. WWE did a great job booking this. Shinsuke Nakamura, as you know, cannot cut a promo in English that well, but that promo they had him do in Japanese, in fact, twice, with a final, like, that final line, that's like the boom, right, in English. So I completely like what they did. It made him seem intense. It made him seem like a side of him we never seen before. And I think that was really cool, honestly. Because that gets him to shine the way he's able to. Plus also deliver a nice, intense promo, all right? Like, just listening to it, even if you don't understand what he's saying and you're not reading the captions, that sounds intense. And Shinsuke Nakamura, at first, when he did the Kinshasa to Seth Rollins, he did not seem credible at all, you know what I'm saying? But then after that, his promos and everything, but how he knows about Seth Rollins' back injury, all of that was like, okay, wow, what is WWE cooking? Because that's great. I think Rollins wins this, but Nakamura, if he ends up winning, I can see him as a world champ now, honestly. A transitional champ, of course, getting cashed in on really soon. But that's it, though, honestly. I think Rollins wins this and retains. But anyways, Payback is going to be a solid show. You guys should watch it, honestly. And that's just my take on this. See you guys next time.